Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about the simple fact that you're not doing as well as you feel you are. Another way to put it is your audience is not perceiving necessarily what you're feeling. The people you're trying to influence, people at the interview, people at the other end of the sales call, the people at the other end of the business proposition, are not perceiving what you're feeling. So, again, quick video on the proposition that you're not doing as well or as badly as you feel that you are. Now, in order to flesh this out, in order to concretize this particular proposition, and this proposition really is an admonishment towards a healthy dose of self-awareness, an admonishment to be wary of the pitfalls of overconfidence. So in order to concretize this, let's paint a scene. The scene used in many movies, a trope used in many movies, so we'll be well familiar with it, okay? Scene, character, intoxicated, drunk and high on God knows what else. And he needs to do some kind of a performance. Maybe he needs to drive a car. Maybe he needs to sing karaoke, okay? And in his mind, from his subjective point of view, according to his feelings, he is singing the hell out of that song. And he's doing a great job. And then, juxtaposed with the point of view of the audience. And the audience is watching a horrible train wreck. They're watching a twisted face and croaking voice, right? But from the point of view of the person who's intoxicated, they feel great, they feel elated, so they think that the audience is also perceiving what they're feeling, but no. Now, this is an extreme example, but the principle applies in many areas of your life. So let's talk about it. So let's say, what do we say now? Let's say you have an interview. Okay? Let's say you have an interview. And in this case, the audience, your interviewees, have a certain perception. And you, on the other hand, have a certain feeling. You have a feeling of confidence, let's say. You know that you're the man. You're going to be like, I'm Ike. I have a ton of experience in this particular field. I've been in this situation, and each time I have overcome. I just got accolades from my coworkers yesterday. I got accolades from my former bosses. This makes you feel great. The danger is you might start thinking that the interviewers are perceiving what you're feeling. What you're saying sounds about 20% better to you than to them. Again, what you're saying sounds about 20% better to you than to them. Because they don't know your autobiography. They're not living in your head. Just like the intoxicated character, you're thinking you're doing great. How many times have you had an interview and you thought you knocked it out of the park? A sales pitch where you thought you knocked it out of the park, and then dead silence after that. Radio silence. You never got a call back. What happened? I'm saying that it is likely that you were thinking that your audience was perceiving what you were feeling. Okay? So, what do? It's simple. Never give into the feeling of thinking that you don't need to hone your craft. Take a healthy dose of self-doubt. Not the paralyzing kind of self-doubt. No. But a kind of self-doubt that admonishes you and pushes you to constantly hone your craft and your technique. Constantly practice. Okay? That's the kind of self-doubt you need to have. Because with self-confidence, with an autobiographical knowledge, everything that you say is going to go through the filter of your subjective consciousness, and it's going to sound better to you than it does to the other people. The really, really, really good people, the people at the pinnacle of their game, have a healthy amount of self-doubt. And if you've ever been around any of these people, you can tell that. They're constantly practicing. Michael Jackson, constantly practicing. Michael Jordan, constantly practicing. Okay? They never say, haha, you know what, I got this. I don't need to practice for this interview. You know what, I don't need to rehearse for this gig. I've done it 1,000 times. I'm the man. And you're feeling, and then thinking that the audience is perceiving what you are feeling. But no, big mistake. Now, the good news about this is that sometimes you're also not doing as badly as you feel. Okay? Because the audience is not necessarily perceiving your bad feelings either. Okay? But all in all, whether you're overconfident or you're not feeling so great that day, the solution is to have a healthy dose of self-awareness such that you're constantly holding your craft, such that you're constantly practicing, such that it doesn't matter if you've given a presentation 1,000 times, you practice the night before, you hone your craft, you listen to the sound of your voice, you make it sound better, repeat, hone, sharpen, because you're not doing as well as you feel you are, because your audience is not perceiving what you are feeling. Okay? And when you fall flat on your face, don't worry about it. It was a nice lesson to learn. So next time you're going for that interview, you're going to practice. Next time you're going to go for that gig, you're going to practice your craft. And stay sharp. Have a healthy dose of self-awareness and self-confidence, because overconfidence, knowing that you're the man, and so on and so forth, can work to your detriment because you don't add that extra 20% of juice in order to make sure that the point is being put across. You don't sound as good as you think you do when you feel good about it. You don't sound as good as you think you do when you feel good about it, because your audience is not perceiving what you are feeling. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know, okay, if this resonates. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Ike, and this is a channel about being better and doing better with an emphasis on doing. Over here, we talk about business, sales. We talk about entrepreneurship, streams of income. We talk about lifestyle, aesthetic pursuits, intellectual pursuits, artistic pursuits, creative pursuits, and how you can be better at these things with things presented in a very simple, measurable, actionable, and intuitive way. So the concepts are simple, measurable, intuitive. We can feel them, we understand. So go ahead, click like, subscribe, share, and please leave a comment. Tell me about the last time that you went on an interview, you thought you knocked it out of the park, you thought you're knocking this relationship out the park. You're going to definitely get that sale, and then you fell flat on your face. And let me know if this concept makes sense. The concept as exemplified with the extreme example of the person who's intoxicated in that movie and is driving that car and thinking they're driving the hell out of it. They think they're singing the hell out of that song, but the audience is seeing something completely different. The principle is true in many other areas in your life. People are not perceiving what you're feeling. So thank you very much. Quick video for today, and we will see you next time. Bye.